All right, hello. It's Kez back again. I am in my garage, hanging out, looking at these tools here that's not getting used. They're sitting on my wall right here, just collecting some dust. But all right, I'm gonna get to it. Y'all leave me alone. Hey, I just wanted to touch base with you, man. I want to get back on here a little bit of the social media, and really, cause I can. Doggone it, I can. I can do it. You can't tell me I can't. But It's been a busy week, man. It's been crazy. But I was thinking to myself this morning I was gonna get up and go do something, but I ended up sitting down and took a nap. Took a nap. My wife left and she came back and I just woke up, man. So I missed my opportunity to go do something and with, you know, but uh, but then I got up and I took a walk. I walked around the neighborhood, and then as I was walking, I was listening to a couple of different preachers, and then then God actually I started um, chewing on the word in my mind, and then God started speaking to my heart, and kind of the thing that He was speaking to my heart was uh, making sure you're aiming at the right thing, making sure that you aim and you are shooting at the right thing. Uh, and I came up with that as I was walking. I was uh, I was picturing in my mind. I go and I train receivers too, and I get a chance to coach receivers. I coach at the high school, and I'll get some guys that I'm coaching for the first time. And the hardest thing to do is get them to see the small details or the emphasis that you're doing. So we'll run a route, and so they'll be with a large group. It's one thing to have them one-on-one where you can focus and kind of talk to them and kind of give them the focus and understand what you're trying to do. It's another thing to get them in a large group, right? You get them in a large group, all right. The best you can do is maybe get a drill or two, and then you got to get them to look and watch the guy in front of them. But they never do. They never watch the guy in front of them and really study him and what he's doing. They just kind of gloss over it. Okay. Yeah, okay, coach. Yeah. I'm not picking on about the doggone mosquito. Yeah, but that's what it seemed like to coach. Yeah, okay, all right, I'm messing with you. But you want to watch and see. Okay, what is the main thing they're looking at? Well, coach's head is going this way. What you looking at his head for, man? This head's not going. That's not the emphasis. Oh man, look at his hands. His hands is jiggling, man. His hands is jiggling, coach. All right, his feet is quick. Okay, that's great. But do you see his weight over his foot? You see the coordination of his hands and his leg as he transitions his arms across his body and transitions his weight. They don't never see that. They don't never see that. They don't. They don't never see that because their focus is on other things. They see the other things around it, the things that are not as important, and they focus on those things. They see the head leaning and they see the arm swinging. All right, they see the hand, flash or something like that. Or they see them looking jittery and quick, and they don't see the point. Okay, there's something behind here that is the main thing that I need to focus on. And if I focus on that, all this other stuff will kind of fall into place. And so that was the thing I was just thinking about because it just baffles me, how many times and in how many situations we do that. I recall even my job, right? Even in my job, right? It took me a while to understand what was the main thing. What was the main thing? Okay, man, what was the thing that was the main thing I needed to do in my job to make it successful? And as I was as I was beginning to work initially, right, I would do a lot of stuff. I'll do a lot of stuff, but I don't know if I got a lot of stuff done. But as it began to become clear that of the thing that I needed to do, it became easier because you understood the focus. Okay, I got one or two things I need to do focus on right here. If I do these right here, I'm gonna be good. I'm going to be good. And I think life is a lot like that, right? We don't have a couple of things that we have to do well, but we get distracted by what? All these other different things that seem like they're so good, but they distract you from the purpose and focus. That's your real, true purpose and focus. And so I was just really processing that and really thinking about that too as well, because I just, the Bible verse that came to my mind is this right here, is seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all other things should be added to you. And when you think about that, man, it makes complete sense, okay? All right, seek first the kingdom, and all the other stuff will be added to you. And that principle is a great principle, biblical principle right there, and I believe it too. Okay, seek Christ, seek God first, seek God's presence right there, and all the good stuff, all the goodness, all the stuff we want to do that's good will be added to us, okay? If you pick God and not put Jesus in our heart, guess what's going to happen? All right, our behavior is going to want to get better because, of our relationship with Christ. If you just try to do the good stuff without Christ, guess what? You're lost. You can't do it. And so it's the same thing for us in just real life, real day, everyday life too. Okay, you know what, man? Should I put my job first, or should I put, God first? All right, which one is the bigger? Which one's the most important one right there? And so a lot of times what I try to do is this right here is try to make sure I find out which one is the most important thing, which one encompasses the other, which one can I get? If I get this one right here, I'll automatically get the other. A lot of things in life are like that. I love the term when they say, the dog wags the tail. The dog wags the tail. Or in the Bible verse where it talks about the stomach, the food is for the stomach is not for food. And what it does is just helps me to put things in order, okay, and not put things out of order, and not have idols in my life too as well, because that type of thinking leads to idols. It leads to having things out of place, and it's not going to be beneficial for you to ever do that, have things that are out of place. And so I just been just processing that, and I pose that to people. I pose that to the people, man. I pose that to people, man. What, do we have things that are out of place in our life? Do we have things that are not in order? Okay, are we shooting for something that's not what we really want? I love reading and listening to some of Zig Ziglar's his books. I love some of his books, and one of the things I used to read, I can't think of the name of the book, but he was talking about selling, because he was a salesman. He was a great salesman, and he was talking about selling, and he would say that people don't really want what they think they want. Okay, so you gotta interview them to find out and get them to help you make the sale. And so what happens is right here, like, people are looking for a car, but you got to be able to interview them and figure out, okay, what are they really looking for? Like, some people might be looking for a car, but what they're really looking for is this right here: dependable transportation. And you won't ever know that until you interview them and understand why they are getting a car. Why are you getting a car? Why are you trying to get a car? Oh, because I need dependable transportation. Okay, so this car right here is probably the best car for you. Now I know how to present this car, all right, to help this person to get what they really want. Same thing. Somebody might come to you and say, "Man, I want a car." Okay, and you bring them out a car, and I don't like that car. Okay, what kind of car you like? Well, you got to interview them so you can figure out, okay, this guy here, he doesn't want just a car. He wants a status symbol. You got to get him the Maserati because he wants a status symbol. All right. And a lot of times we're the same way, right? There's something behind the thing that we are trying to get. Okay. And we have to ask ourselves the question right here too as well. This is one question we have to ask ourselves: is that going to really make us happy? I mean, you can go down the wormhole, the rabbit hole with this thing right here, but are those the things that really make us happy, and that, is this what I really want? And then what I really want, what I say I want, is that going to accomplish the thing that I feel in my heart that this should accomplish? Is this going to make me happy? Is this going to make me secure? Is this going to help me to have a fulfilled life? Okay. And really ask those hard questions, right? And be honest with ourselves. All right? Me getting a car, me getting, some jet skis. I like some jet skis. Is that going to help me to become the person that I say I want to become? Questions to be answered. I'm sorry. All right? And so I want to pose that to you guys too as well, man. You know what, man? Am I aiming at the right target? Am I aiming at the right target? Because a lot of times what happens is you hit what you shoot for, right? But is that what you really want? Deuces. Think about it.